things that I do in my life. And the reason for that is that there's so many different aspects of our lives that we value, that we want to improve, you know, from our relationships with our spouse, to our children, to our spirituality in our lives, from our health and our fitness, our careers, the different hobbies or things that we want to partake in, all sorts of things like that. There's so many different aspects of our lives. And goals for me help me live within those areas as much as I want to live within those areas. If I didn't have goals, if I didn't have like a path carved for me, I would just kind of just take each day as it is and just try to get through it because I'm letting life lead me. But instead, when you have goals, I feel that you get to take control of that. The barriers that kind of get in the way of us from goal setting altogether. I don't have any experience with writing goals, right? I don't have any experience. Well, that's not that true. When you think back in your life, you're constantly setting goals for yourself. They may not be this giant structured piece of paper that you've constantly written out, but you're goal setting throughout your life more than you ever think. The process of starting writing goals in itself is going to get you closer and closer to achieving the things in your life that you want to achieve. The more you write goals, the more you create experience of doing it, your world begins to open up for you, and the ability to write goals gets easier and easier. No support. This is a big one. You have to have support in your life. And if you don't have support, you should find it somewhere, or you need to learn more about who you are so you can become your best form of support. Because accountability is huge too. And you have to have accountability. If you have zero accountability, it's not going to happen. Have to be held accountable. What that means is that somebody in your life who has influence over you has to know exactly what it is you're trying to achieve. They have to know about it, right? Or there has to be something that you do or create that you kind of create an ultimatum for yourself that you're willing to commit to, right? So it's like, okay, I really want to go on that trip to Florida. But if I don't do X, Y, and Z between now and then, I'm not going. And you decide that with yourself, right? These goals are too hard to reach. I could never do that. Don't always say that. And I want to help you with that tonight is because I truly believe no goal is too big. I believe that you should make your goals and your dreams as big as you want to make them, because you will never be bigger than your dreams. The things you dream about in your life. You will never be bigger than them. You can't be bigger than what you dream of. So I always encourage people to dream as big as you want to dream. That's where, when it comes to goal setting, you can discover strategies where it's like, okay, I need 5 strategies for these 5 goals I have. That's 25 strategies. But when you really look at it, you realize there may be one strategy that helps each of the 5. One strategy. And that's really how you want to get smart about your goals and reaching them. So, goals are not too hard to reach. It's just your perception of them and how far you're going into your goals. I couldn't commit due to the circumstances, right? Well, let's talk about that. Because how much of it did you have control of, or was it really out of your control? biggest part. So I've discovered from what I've been doing with personal development experience, life coaching, all these things that I've been doing is when people sit and tell me, they're like, I don't even know what to do with goals. I haven't ever thought about what I wanted. I have no idea. I don't know. And your purpose, you haven't found it. You haven't discovered what your purpose is in your life. Why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you you? Why do you do what you do every single day? Why? And it's really unfortunate, but most people don't know that. They don't have that answer. The question is how far out do you place yourself? So when you have a goal in mind, you know, let's say, I'm going to go out on a limb here, that one of you here wants to like start your own like greeting card business, right? And you want to print your own greeting cards and design your own greeting cards. And that's your goal. There just needs to be a vision, okay? The vision is what do you see that like end result looking like? So questions I would ask you would be this to help create your vision. Well, where is it located? How big is it? What does it look like? Like, is it a warehouse? Is it attached? Is it by itself? Does it have a parking lot? Do customers come in and out, or are you mostly like based on online? What color is the inside? What does it look like? Is there like really tall ceilings? Is it really bright, or is it darker? How many employees do you have? Do you do all the printing, or do you outsource it to somebody else? What does it look like? Is your office in there? Or are you, in the end result, are you kind of letting it operate on its own and you're able to spend more time at home? What does that look like for you? You know? How many orders are you having a day? Like, that's the vision. And that's what we should be doing with our goals. That's what excites a person when they can sit there and describe what that would be like, what that would look like for themselves. So, vision, you've got to be doing that. You have to believe in yourself. You absolutely have to believe in yourself. And I hate using cliche statements like that, like, believe in yourself. You know, it's like, that's what everybody says. But it's true. You have to. Because you get to live with this person the rest of your life. You better like who it is. You better believe in that person. I mean, you can't ask your spouse for support and to believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. So writing goals. This isn't anything I've developed. This is universal language when it comes to writing goals. Any goal setting workshop will talk about SMART goals. But it's a great way to start with SMART goals. So goals need to be specific. So the more specific, the better. Because the more specific your goal is, the more clarity it's going to bring for the vision for what you want for your life. They need to be measurable. So setting a goal in such a way that you can measure your progress to getting there is going to be very motivating for you. So you need to be able to measure yourself and where you're at. So keep that in mind. They need to be attainable. Yeah, we want you to reach your goals. That's the point, right? So don't go setting this crazy, crazy goal. We're going to talk about that here with realistic, because attainable and realistic really do kind of go hand in hand. And they need to be realistic. So within the parameters of the life that you're living, right? This doesn't throw out the BHAG goals, which are the big, hairy, audacious goals, right? But your current goals should be those stepping stones to that, right? So if you're trying to jump over Lake Michigan, your BHAG would be jumping over Lake Michigan. But your realistic goals in the meantime might be like stepping stone here, stepping stone there, boat, you know, inner tube, whatever it is that you're going to get to. And timelines. There needs to be a timeline. So you need to set your timelines, whether it's for the year, right? Whether it's for the quarter, whether it's for the month. Whatever your timeline is, that's going to help you bring clarity, and it's going to help you on the next level when you create your strategies. As far as reaching that, that's where I can help.